It began with a forest, older than memory, blooming in the glass domes of the planet Alawan. The domes were humanity's answer to a world that did not want them a storm-haunted. Emerald Planet, where sunlight was a rumor and rain was sharp as knives. Her mother, Allah, was the colony's botanist. Her father, Nico, a poet who spoke to trees more easily than to people. They taught Mira to listen. To the wind that carried secrets. To roots that shifted beneath the earth. To the slow, patient language of growing things. Most children feared the wild, but Mira loved it, the feel of moss under bare feet. The fireflies that lit up the dome at dusk, the low song of water moving under stones. In the first years, colonists tried to tame Alawan, cutting trees, paving fields, and then into the crops, then the animals, then the air. The colony's best scientists failed. As crops died, rivers turned black, and the domes filled with dust, and the silence of children too tired to play. It was not a voice, not a face, but a presence sold as rain, vast as the sky. It showed her the world as it remembered, the first seeds, the ancient fires, the time when the planet was whole and unbroken. But the forest always came back, growing through concrete, climbing over machines, reclaiming the domes with riotous life. My people are dying. It flooded her with visions. How to heal soil, how to sing water clean, how to balance taking and giving until nothing was wasted. It showed her mother's hands planting seeds, her father's laughter, the hope of 100 generations. Please, let us stay. Teach us how to live. Mira grew up inside the wild. The rivers ran silver. Mira stood at the heart of the forest and sang the song her parents taught her. The whole colony joined in, their voices rising like wind through the leaves. She shared the forest's memories. How to make medicine from bark, how to filter water through living roots, how to build shelter that moved and grew with the seasons. And the colony became a living, breathing garden, people and wild, old and new, stories and roots entwined. The children grew up wild and wise, carrying the planet's memory in their songs and stories. We remembered we were part of the story, not the end of it. Mira became the keeper, not a leader, but a listener, a storyteller. The bridge between humanity and the wild heart of Alawan. The work was hard, full of failure and heartbreak, but also laughter, music. The joy of learning that every loss could feed something new. Everything changed the year the sickness came. It started in the trees, a rust that crept through the leaves, turning emerald to ash. She was weak, but alive. Her mind was full of green fire, 1,000 new ways to heal, to grow, to live in harmony with the wild. She returned to the colony as the last shuttle was leaving. The captain tried to stop her, but the children followed, drawn by the brightness in her eyes, the new wildness in her step. But slowly, as crops began to grow, as children played under clean rain, as the air sweetened and the sick began to laugh again, hope returned. In desperation, the Accord sent help, drones, medicines, protocols. In the glimmer of a river that ran where no map said water should flow, the sickness tried to claim her, fever and hallucinations, the taste of metal in her mouth, but the forest sheltered her. Its shadows wrapping around her like old friends, but nothing worked. The sickness was alive, adapting, as if the planet itself was fighting back. When half the colony had fallen ill, the order came from orbit. Evacuate, leave Alawan to her storms. All Mira had left was the forest and the stories her parents had woven for her. As the last shuttles prepared to depart, Mira slipped away into the wild. Following a memory and a promise, the forest remembers. It will help you if you listen, Mira refused. Her parents were gone, her mother, taken by the sickness, her father by heartbreak. She wandered for days, guided by dreams of a silver fox, the song of an unseen bird deep beneath the domes. In a cavern of glowing roots, Mira met the heart of Alawan. She begged for help. The forest answered not with words, but with memory. When Mira awoke, the sickness was gone. Together, they began to heal Alawan. Mira taught the colony to plant by the old ways, to listen to the river, to let the wild return where it was needed. Not everyone believed at first. Some called it superstition, others madness. The Accord tried to reclaim the colony, offering technology and trade, but Mira refused. Alawan is not ours to own. It belonged to her. Years passed, the domes cracked open, vines curling through broken glass, on the night of the first true spring. When the sky bloomed with fireflies far above, the Accord watched and wondered. How had a handful of humans done what fleets and science could not? The answer was in every laugh, every story, every new green shoot. They listened, they loved, and they let the wild teach them how to live. When the children asked what saved Alawan, Mira smiled and said, "And in the green shadows of the wild, the world listened back, live, eternal." Forever changed by the hope and love of a single stubborn heart.